Massachusetts. That's where I'm lived and raised. Nice old Massachusetts boy right here. And then I live now in California, so I had to go and renew it. And oh my god, y'all, I had to take a driver's written test all over again. I haven't done that since being in high school. And I was so stressed out. I literally, oh my god, guys, I did it when I didn't. So basically what happens is, like, you go in, you give all your documents, and you only have 3 tries to do the test. And if you don't do any of your 3 tries, you have to do the whole process again, and you have to pay $40 more and give give the papers to the clerk, take your photo again. And it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely, like, I don't know why they don't, it's weird. So you only get 3 shots. I went in for my first one. I got my photo, I did all that, and then I went for my first test, and I failed. And I was like, oh crap. So I went to the clerk, I got the booklet, and then I sat in my car and I literally read the booklet of all the DMV stuff. And I studied for an hour in my car, and then I did it again. And thankfully, after a lot of stress and a lot of just, like, I would go through all these questions, and I would literally be like, okay, it's not that because of that word, it's not this because of that word. I'd be like, ooh, is it this? And thankfully I passed. So woohoo, woo freaking who. But because of that, I thought I would ramble to you guys about, but I was also like, I don't know if you guys remember, like, what the test is, so I kind of thought I'd go on my phone and we would just try and do some questions together so you can see, like, how ridiculous it is. So I am currently recording my phone. Okay, so as you can see right here, we're just gonna go through some questions. Let's get to it, and hopefully this relaxes you, and hopefully it proves that I'm not crazy to think that this is hard. So number 1 is a traffic light with green arrow means A, turn in the direction the arrow is protected. Oh, okay. B, all other traffic is stopped by a red light. C, oncoming traffic has a flashing yellow light and must yield. A, turn in the direction of the arrow is protected. What does that even mean? I think that's a typo. It obviously means turn, right? It means to go. So all other traffic is stopped by a red light. I think it's that one, right? It's all stopped by because oncoming traffic has. We don't know if they have a flashing yellow. They turn in the direction of the arrow is protected. Oh, okay, yeah. That's true. It's gonna be number A because, it means that you're protected. I get it. Because B, like, all their traffic is stopped by a red light. You could have other green arrows going, right? So it's gonna be A. Okay. I think that's right. I think Cole tell us when it's wrong. Number 2, when a signal changes to green or walk at a pedestrian crossing, a pedestrian should A, always look left, right, and then left again before crossing. B, walk straight across and not delay traffic unnecessarily while crossing. C, both A and B. Okay, so obviously A. B, walk straight across and not delay traffic unnecessarily while crossing. But I don't think it would be B, because why would you? So that's what I was thinking, right? Like, obviously you'd think, I gotta rush. That's like what we all think, right? But think about this is the DMV. They don't want you to feel unsafe, so they want you to take your time. So I think it's only A. It's not C or B. Oh, I was wrong. It is, I was wrong. When a signal first changes to green or walk, the pedestrian should look left or right, and then left again, and yield the right of way to any vehicle in the intersection before the signal changes. The pedestrian should not stop or delay traffic unnecessarily while crossing a street. Well, yeah, but, like, I was thinking, if you have an old person, right, with freaking crutches or a wheelchair, they're gonna stop the traffic, okay? And they're not gonna mean to, and I think my answer should have been right, but there you go. Then you get 1 point off of your freaking test, and then you. Okay. Moving on. constantly focus on the road in front of you. B. Look down the road 10 to 15 seconds ahead of your vehicle. C. Keep as little space as possible between your car and the car ahead. To avoid last-minute moves, you should. So last-minute moves mean like if they stop really suddenly, you have to like dart out, right? To avoid that happening, you need to constantly focus on the road in front of you. Well, duh. Okay, so if that's right, then okay, well, let's keep going. Look down the road 10 to 15 seconds ahead of your vehicle. C. Keep as little space as possible between your car and the car ahead. It's not C, you want to do the opposite of C. Look down the road 10 to 15 seconds ahead of your vehicle. I think it's that. Like, okay, you're constantly focused on the road in front of you. Yes, but I don't know when you're driving. Oh, there's a doorbell. Awkward. I'm gonna see if it goes again. Oh, we have people going. Sorry. Okay. My roommate and his girlfriend are like crazy. Okay, they're not crazy. I just don't know if they watch this and if they don't. Okay, number 3. Okay, so if you're constantly focused on the road in front of you, yeah, but like I think when you're driving, you know how you like look past the cars. I think that's what it's getting at. So I'm gonna go with B. Yeah, we got it right. But like A's right. See why it's confusing. Okay. So 4. When driving in fog, you should A. Use your low beam headlights. B. Adjust your instrument lights so they are brighter. C. Use your high beam headlights. Okay, so I actually learned this in the pamphlet today, so I'm learning stuff. I know. I always thought it was high beams. You do not use high beams in fog because it makes it actually a lot worse. You use your low beam headlights. Number 5 is you may leave a vehicle standing in a lane designated for the exclusive use of public transit buses. You may leave his vehicle standing in a lane designated for exclusive use of public transit buses. A. Under no circumstances. B. When the lane isn't used by a public transit bus. Or C. When you leave the vehicle standing for less than 5 minutes. We all know, you know, I don't know about you, but like, I'll leave my vehicle in a public transit bus area lane for like less than 10 minutes, and I'm like, that's cool, like my logic, but we know what the answer is, right? They want us to say under no circumstance, because we're good pedestrians. Okay, moving on. Number 6, a police officer signals you to stop. You ignore the instruction and flee the scene. You are guilty of a misdemeanor punishable by imprisonment. I love this. Was on my test too. I'm like, would anyone really do that? But I guess they do. Like, they're afraid that you would do that, so that's why they put it on the test. So it says, you are guilty of a misdemeanor punishable by imprisonment. A. Not more than a year. B. Between 3 and 5 years. C. No less than 1 year. Not more than 1 year, and then no less than 1 year. Oh crap! It's A or C. Not more than 1 year, no less than 1 year. I think it's not more than 1 year. Let me do that one. Nice. Which isn't that long. Like, it's weird because they are trying to like scare you, right? You're like 3 or 5 years, and then they give you like, oh no, it's way less. You're like, maybe it is worth it. But I would never do that, you know. But I'm just saying. So number 7, your blood alcohol concentration, also known as BAC, basically changes with A. Time spent drinking, B. Your body weight, or C. A and B. It's both body weight and time spent drinking. Good job, team. Number 8, exceeding the speed limit with 10 mile per hour. Exceeding the speed limit with 10 miles per hour when passing another vehicle. A. Is permitted when there is an oncoming vehicle. C is permitted if you cannot complete the pass before a no passing zone. That's like A. So right, so if C and A are so similar, it can either mean that one of them is right, or it can mean that they're too similar that they're both wrong, right? Wait. Exceeding the speed limit. Okay. But that's interesting, right? Because when you're passing, you have to go fast enough, so it is expected that you'll go over the speed limit, right? So I'm still gonna say B. It's always illegal. I don't know why, but okay. See, but that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense that it's illegal because you have to go faster, and if everyone's going, I guess they're saying, like, if everyone's going at the speed limit, then, like, there's no need to pass. Maybe that's true. Also, in California, they said that the speeding limit, like, you can't go over it at all. Like, I'm used to going with the, like, laws of traffic, and, like, you can go 10 miles over a speed limit. Like, am I crazy, or do you think that too? And on the test, it said you cannot go over at all. I was like, but that's not real life. Like, I don't know. It's interesting, like, doing this test after driving a little bit, whereas if you've never driven before, this is awesome because it's like, you know, it's like making you really aware of everything. But coming back to this, it makes me realize, like, okay, there are some things to do right, but some things that, like, they really push on people to learn and feel a certain way about, but you don't need to, right? Okay, moving on. Number 6 is to stay alert on long drives and prevent drowsy driving. It is a good idea to A, pull over safely and take a 10 to 20 minute nap. B, keep your eyes focused straight ahead. Or C, turn on your heater. Turn on your heater. Oh my god. No. It's to pull over safely and take a 10 to 20 minute nap. Oh my god, my Duolingo. I gotta do it, y'all. I'm over like 100. I'm doing learning French. Okay, number 10. Locked wheel skids are usually caused by A, braking too early when entering a curve. B, braking too hard at a high rate of speed. C, braking when going down a steep hill. I think locked wheels can happen when you're going down a steep hill, but also when you're going fast enough in other situations too, so it's not C. And it's not just for curves, so it's gonna be braking too hard at a high rate. Oh, I didn't mean that one, I meant B. I meant B. Oh my god, I meant B. Sorry, y'all. Oh, come on. You knew I meant B. It says this type of skid is usually caused by braking too hard at a high rate of speed and locking the wheels. The vehicle will skid no matter which way the steering wheel is turned. Take your foot off the brake to unlock the wheels. I knew that. Okay. 11. Sharrows remind you that bicyclists, oh my god, I just learned this. What the hell is sharrows? May travel in both directions, may take the whole travel lane, must ride close to the right and edge. What are sharrows? Oh no. Do you know what sharrows is? Because I never heard about it until today. Oh, it's literally right there. Okay. It's those arrows, so it says it may travel not in both directions. It's that it must ride close to the right hand edge. It usually means that they might be in your lane, so they may take the whole travel lane. It's either B or C. It must ride close to the right hand edge. I'm gonna say B. Yay. Number 12. A traffic light shows a red signal, but this peace officer signals you to proceed. What should you do? A, change lanes but not proceed against the red light. B, wait for a green signal. C, follow the officer's directions. It's C. Imagine if you didn't follow it. Imagine if you didn't follow the officer's directions. Like, how mad you'd be, or she'd be, because that's like their one job, and you're like, If I was them, I'd like lose. I bet you there are people that do that. I would just lose my head. Number 13 is, what is the meaning of the sign? It's A, slippery when wet. B, keep right. C, winding road ahead. It is C. when driving on slick roads, you should A. Brake firm and hard. B. Turn slowly. C. Change lanes quickly when driving on slick roads. Sorry, it's really loud outside. When driving on slick roads, you should brake firm. Yeah, totally brake firm and hard. Turn slowly. Change lanes quickly. B. Don't rush anything. 15. When making a right turn, you must drive close to the center divider line. You must B. Yield the right of way to pedestrians. C. Avoid signaling. If there's anything ever with pedestrians in it, it's always right, so yield to the right of way of pedestrians. Pedestrians own the streets, baby. Also, I love that they have their little photos here. On the actual test, they have no photos, so they were like, if you need to turn, they're like, you're on a one-way, you turn onto a two-way street, which lane do you go into? And it's like, I literally had like, we had all these stalls next to each other, and everyone's taking the test, and I kept like reading it out loud. I was like, okay, they go this way, and we go this way. I was just like, I really looked so ridiculous, but I don't know, man. Also, side note, maybe I think I'm gonna do a video of my New Year's resolutions. One of my New Year's resolutions is to bulk, like get bigger, so I'm like eating, like I'm trying to eat so much so I can gain muscle, because I'm trying to go back to the gym and everything, but okay, moving on. Oh. Okay. Number 16 is, after passing a large truck, you should A. Slow down, B. Cut directly in front of the truck, or C. Keep your speed up. Okay, it's obviously C. Like, you don't want to slow down, you don't want to cut down in front. Number 17, parking is against the law. A. In a bicycle lane unless otherwise posted. B. In a cross-hatched diagonal pattern. C. 20 feet from a railroad track. I think it's in a bicycle lane unless otherwise posted. Wait, what? You can post in a bike lane. I guess you can, cause wait, okay. Doesn't that defeat the purpose of a bicycle lane? It says it is illegal to park in the space next to a disabled person parking space. Oh, I get it. The cross-hatched. Okay, that's more specific. If it is painted in a cross-hatched diagonal pattern, this area is designated for the loading and unloading of vehicles parked in the stall or space. I never knew that. Interesting. Parking is illegal on or within 7.5 feet of a railroad track. You may park in a bicycle lane if your vehicle does not block a bicyclist and or there is not a no parking sign posted. But if you're parking in a bicycle lane, you are in the lane of the bicycle, so you will be blocking the bicycle, won't you? I don't get these. Okay, sorry. This is fun, right? Because we're just going out. But imagine, like, you're taking the test. You only have 3 chances to do it right, and it's like this. They will tell you when you're wrong, and you're just counting all the ones you're wrong. It's just like, it was very, very scary. Very, very scary. Okay, next one. 18. Wearing headphones in both ears while driving is against the law unless you can hear sounds from a distance of 100 feet. B is against the law. C is allowed if you drive with windows open. I wish it was allowed, but it's not. It's against the law. Unless you're hearing impaired, that's what I learned. Number 19. You approach this road sign. What should you expect? A. Narrow bridge ahead. B. Oncoming traffic on the same road. C. A work and construction zone. So a work and construction zone is an orange sign, so it's not that. A narrow bridge ahead. That's not that. It's oncoming traffic both ways. What does this sign mean? The sign that literally says no turn on red. I love how dumb these are. Okay. A. At a green light, you must continue straight. Or B. At a red light, you must not turn. isn't that both the same? Isn't C before turning, you must wait for a green arrow, and then B is at a red light, you must not turn. Those could be the same, but I guess you can turn on a yellow light, so. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. See, they like kind of try to confuse you a little bit. 21. When entering a freeway from the acceleration lane, what should your speed be? This was on my test too, and I actually had it. I swear to God, y'all, I literally was there, and this took me maybe 2 minutes to answer because I was just like, but, and I'll tell you why. Let's go through the process I was thinking. Ready? A, same as posted speed limit. B, same as the speed of the freeway. C, no less than 60 miles per hour. Okay, so these answers are different. The ones I had were, you go above the average speed of the cars, you go at the average speed of the cars, or you go below. And I remember learning left lane on the highway is the fastest, right? So you're not going to be the fastest because you're all the way in the right? So you're in between, either going with with traffic, right? Or you're going slower. And I was thinking you might go slower because you're already on the right lane. So people who are in the right lane when entering the right lane is the slowest movement of cars, right? But if you think about it, when you're entering a ramp, you're not going to want to tell people to slow down. You want them to catch up to everyone that's going, right? So because of that, you're going to go at the same speed of the freeway traffic. Okay, safety zone. What is a safety zone? It's a space set aside for pedestrians, the median strip on a divided highway, or an empty lane next to freeway dividers. I actually don't know this one, do you? A space set aside for pedestrians. I don't think it's that, because that's what sidewalks are for. The median strip on a divided highway. Maybe it's keeping the car safe, but I don't really think that's doing it. Number C, an empty lane next to freeway dividers. An empty lane next to freeway dividers. The freeway dividers. I think it might be that. Maybe for people working. Let's do C. Ooh, you hate to see it. I was wrong. A safety zone is set aside for pedestrians. Oh, okay, I guess I am wrong. A safety zone is set aside for pedestrians. You will most often see safety zones in areas where streetcars or trolleys and vehicles share the roadway. Do not drive through a safety zone. Oh, I remember they have like the dots. So it's like you have a train and then the dot squares and stuff. Okay, interesting. Number 23. Oh, look at that dog. Oh, so cute. 23. Dumping or abandoning animals on a highway can result in, who would want to dump this little cute dog? A fine of up to $1,000, 6 months in jail, or both. This was also on my test. B, a revoked driver's license, or C, a fine up to $200. It is a fine of up to $1,000, 6 months in jail, or both. Do not do it, boys and girls. Do not. Give me your dogs instead. I want a dog so bad. Okay, number 24. This sign means A, there is a bus stop ahead. B, there is a work zone ahead. C, there is a stop sign ahead. C. 25. You approach a stopped school bus on your side of an undivided highway with 4 lanes. Like, that's what I'm saying. An undivided highway with 4 lanes. The bus is displaying alternative flashing red lights. In this situation, you approach a stopping school. So you approach on your side of an undivided highway with 4 lanes. So it's a highway, but you're on the side of the bus, so you're coming from behind. The bus is displaying alternating flashing red lights. In this situation, you must A, stop, B, slow down and proceed with caution, C, pass as quickly as possible. So it's not C, you never pass as quickly as possible. I know I read something that if you're on a highway and you're like on the opposite side, that you just keep going, but I might have read it wrong, and maybe it actually said if you're on the same side, but it's a really big highway, maybe you do just keep going with caution. I think so, because you're on a highway and they're not going to be crossing the highway, like, so you wouldn't need to stop. You should slow down because maybe they would, but you probably would move over the lane. So I think it's slow down and proceed with caution. Fuck. Oh, sorry. Dang it. Okay. Okay, when the bus flashes red, I feel like such a bad driver. When the as long as the red lights are flashing. Drivers on the other side of a divided highway are not required to stop. Okay, so I was right, y'all. It's the other side, but that's how they trick you. You're like, dang. Oh, shall we see our results? It's blue. Guys, we passed our test. Okay, I'm proud of all of us. So, we got all of them right. So when a signal changes to green or walk, it's both. Yeah. Locked wheeled. I meant to get that right. And that one's funny. Parking is like in a crosshatch, but like in a bicycle lane too. Come on, y'all. Safety zone is for pedestrians. One more I learned. And the slow down proceed we got. It's stop. That's that one. Cool. Well, that is it, y'all. I hope you had fun with that. If like, I actually like doing this with y'all. It's kind of fun to go over like how ridiculous it is, right? But it's actually interesting because, you know, it reminds you that there's some stuff that you might forget, right? So safety is important, driving is important, but y'all, these tests are kind of like made to mess with you, and it's annoying. If you work in the DMV or you know anyone that does, can you explain to me why you only get 3 tries? Like, why can it not be unlimited? I guess people just keep going. I guess people wouldn't write like studies. Is that why? Or is it like, a lot of people fail? Like, do they try and make people fail so they get more money? Like, I don't know. But yeah, so that's this video. If no one's told you yet, you are so loved and so special, and yeah, I'm just really grateful that you're here with me and that you allowed me into your space. You're in my space, and we are now connected, and this is a safe place for you, me, and anyone. And this is, I love, Brenda said it, we're like a beehive, and that might not make sense if you're new here, but I think our mascot for this channel is the bee emoji. You might see it in some of the comments or also over YouTube. I'm hoping that one day our comments will go over YouTube and people will know the bee emoji for this channel. That'd be actually really cool. But it's all to be, meaning the pun, be kind, be kind. So when you see the bee emoji, it means that someone's reaching out and wanting to be sweet to you. They have good intentions. It's also a nice reminder of just being sensitive, being kind to each other. And on top of the bee emoji, I also just love that it's like a floating, like the bee is, it's like save the bees. They're so important for survival. They're like little floating little flies. But I don't even know. But okay, I just love that they go with the wind and they're so important, but they're not afraid to go on their own and do their own thing. But they are sweet and they, make honey, and they're just good animals. So yeah, welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. I'm so happy to have you here. And yeah, just remember to be kind to people, be kind to yourself. You really deserve it. And I don't know what you're telling yourself. I don't know what other people are telling yourself. You might even be feeling really great right now. And if you are, keep it up. I'm so proud of you. But if you're feeling a little low, if you're feeling existential, first off, that's okay. Every single person feels that way all the time. It's just no one really talks about it because we don't really know how to converse. And also, I don't know about you, but I usually feel that at night, and when it's daytime, I try and like focus on the light, the physical light, and distract myself. So it can feel icky, it can feel, not the best, but everyone's going through it. It's okay, and feel free to just not think about it. Like, you're not doing yourself a disservice if you're like, you know what, I actually don't want to think about what I have to do tomorrow, or, I don't want to think about the future. I feel like we're in a society that teaches you that you need to be focusing, you need to be productive, you need to be all these things. I love that stuff, but there's a time and place. And I think it's important for us to learn when to shut that off. So I'm giving you permission to shut it off. Shut it off, shut it off, shut it off. Don't listen to your brain. Let it go. And just tell yourself that you are special, you are important, and you matter in this world, because you really do. And recently I've been telling myself mantras when I wake up, and young. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. I go, I am young, I am young, I am intelligent, I am handsome. And I just say those like literally right when I wake up, and it makes me smile. Like with my eyes closed, I just say it. So just think of a mantra next time you wake up. Just think of something that warms your heart a little bit. And it actually does some incredible things. It's great if it's the first thought you think of in the morning. It really actually does change a lot. So yeah. Thanks for being here. And if you haven't already, if you could leave a like button and hit the subscribe button along with that bell notification so that you get alerted to my videos, because they're coming out a lot.